Okay, next one I'm going to show you is my bases. So this is my bag. This is probably the biggest one and quite heavy. This is my bag for skin foundations, powders, contour, blusher, highlighters. So I'm going to show you some of my favourite things in there. I'm doing it again. Look in there. I need to look there. I'm sure it's there. I need to look. Bear with me. Okay. Oh, I've got this blusher palette. I'm a sucker for pretty packaging, and this is from Too Faced. I really like this brand. And oh, there we can see my lovely reflection. They smell like of vanilla or something. They're beautiful, really, really lush blusher palette. Love that one. I've got the Bobbi Brown. This is really useful. Costs a bomb, but it's just one of those things in it. This has got all of the range of Bobbi Brown foundation sticks. So this is all of them. And then that's their correctors and concealers. So what I like about these type of palettes is you can just scalpel a little bit out and mix it with a liquid foundation to adjust the shade if you needed to. And notice that everything in my palette has got, I've always gone on about this in class, you will not see brush marks or sponge imprints in my palettes. You will only see dig marks, because that's the only way to hygienically use these realistically. So yeah, this is one of my babies, Beauty. I have got Tart Shape Tape, really fab concealer, especially for the more glam looks where they do like that coverage under the eye and that slightly lighter under the eye. Look, this is gorgeous, and it's nice as a eye base as well, actually. A couple of powders that I like. This one is from the Beauty Bakery, really nice setting powder, and the RCMA no colour powder. Both of these are really lovely setting powders. This one is a lovely little skin balm. It's from Pat McGrath. One side is like a dewy highlighter stick. Obviously I wouldn't put it directly on the skin, I would scrape a little bit off. And the other side is like a balm, but I hardly ever use it because, to be honest, it's a really good product, but I just never reach for it because, again, I don't really want to, I don't think I've even, there's no dig marks in this. This hasn't actually been used other than doing a swatch on myself just when it was new. It's a little bit of a treat thing, but one of those stupid things that I kind of regret now, because I've just got other products in palettes that I use more often. Nothing wrong with this, it's gorgeous. Probably not the most practical for a makeup artist kit anyway. I love Fenty, got quite a few of their little highlighters. And I really do like MAC. I've got quite a lot of MAC highlighters. This is Oh Darling, beautiful, beautiful highlighter. And I love the MAC bronzers, really, really like the MAC bronzers. This one's medium dark, which is quite a nice shade for many skin tones, actually, really nice one. I have got which I keep in bubble wrap because it is so fragile, the Doll Beauty highlighter palette. I really love them. They're the ultimate real shimmery, sparkly highlighter, but if you look at them the wrong way, they just disintegrate. So that's why she lives in her bubble wrap, nice and safe. You watch me drop it now. I've got a Ben Nye palette. Really, really love this one for deeper skin tones. Got some really nice brightening powders for deeper skin tones, and even one that would make a nice contour for deeper skin tones as well. And also these are nice for setting powders as well as eyeshadows. Most things from Ben Nye are really, really good, if not everything really. One of my other absolute staples is the Meron. Absolutely love this. It's a cream foundation palette, but you can use it for concealer. I use it mostly for cream contouring. I really like cream contouring, actually. And then her sister is the powder one to match. So she's really, really useful. This is a favourite of mine. I use it on basically everyone. makes really nice eyeshadows as well as setting powders or contouring and highlighting powders. So that's that. And I have also got, I will talk to you in class about colour correction. I've got a little colour correction wheel, which you can see I've barely scratched the surface of. I never really bother with colour correction. I just think if you've got really good concealers like the Tart or the, you know, the Revolution dupe of it is excellent actually, but if you've got a good coverage concealer and a good coverage foundation, I very rarely, if ever, reach for this, but I can't bear to not have it with me, because colour correction, it always works, and it's a relevant technique. But yeah, so I can't bear to just completely be without it. I've got to have something, because you can use these to mix in with liquid foundations if they need a bit of warming up or cooling down. Quite handy, but as you can see, never really use it. Then I've got my liquid foundations. So I think for liquid foundations, it's good to have a few different types. So I've got some which are heavy coverage, some which are a little bit more sheer, some which are matte, and some which are dewy. And within that, you can mix on your little palette, you can mix any kind of shade that you need. So I also will mix them, you know, onto here, mix them with my Bobbi Brown correctors to adjust the shade if you need to. Put a little bit of your liquid, a little scraping of one of these, mix it in. I love making little mixing potions, so that's why I like to have quite a wide range. If I was doing like a glam makeup for a client, my go-to foundation is the old favourite MAC Studio Fix Fluid. So I've got quite a few bottles of that one. I think I've got maybe 4 or 5. So I've got 5 of those in a range, and I find that within those, plus the palette, the Bobbi Brown palette, you can mix every single shade, rather than having to carry 25 different bottles with you. I tend to carry about 4 or 5 within a range, and from that you can mix them for any client. The other thing I like to do is you can mix a different foundation. So another one that I really like is the KVD Vegan Beauty Lock-It Foundation. And this one on its own is outstanding, lasts all day, it's amazing. If you combine it with this one, you've got a really nice combination there. So you can make it sort of a little bit more dewy if you mix it with something that's less matte is the word I'm looking for. I have MAC Face and Body as well, which is a really nice one on its own for a more lighter, sheerer coverage. And another one that I really like that we did used to have in the kits, but they were unable to get them, is House of Glam Dolls. House of Glam Dolls foundation is amazing. Really full coverage, lasts all day long. It is quite similar to the KVD in that way actually, and it reminds me of the Fenty one as well, the Fenty, what was it called, Pro Filter, is it the first one that Fenty had out? This is quite similar to that. Absolutely amazing foundation. I've also got the KVD Lock-It concealer that I use sometimes as well. I flew through that a bit. I hope that was some use. If nothing else, it's nice to have a little nose in someone else's kit. I love looking through people's kits. The other thing I've got is the NARS blusher, and I can't say the name because it's a naughty name and it's embarrassing, but it's, maybe I'll private message you if you want to know what it is, but it's their most famous, most best-selling blusher. It's really is beautiful colour. All right, so that is my bases. I'll do another video which will show you my eye palettes, and then I've just got lips, eyebrow things, pigments, which I'll probably combine into one video. Thank you for watching. Bye.